Yeah! Welcome everybody to Go With The Flo.
Wait. Last season we did every time we come on you with the wait, hold on, what you say?
Welcome.
Yeah. We gotta stop that.
What you want?
Because every time you say that, I feel like we in Carolina Kitchen. You know when you go in Carolina Kitchen, they be like, welcome.
Oh, no.
I'm not trying to get sued. I mean, you might can afford that, but I'm not trying to
I actually don't eat at Carolina Kitchen that often, so I don't know what they're saying is.
Yeah, you gotta do something different.
Okay. What you suggest?
Freestyling.
Yo, everybody. What you want me to say?
Nah, stick to whatever you was doing.
All right, y'all. Welcome everybody to Go With The Flo. It is Tuesday. This is the 7 o'clock show, and we have been gone for about 3 weeks or so we've missed you all very, very much so. We are excited to be here, excited to be in the building, excited to do some rants. We have a wonderful guest in the building, and we've been promoting about this show for the past couple of days, so I'm sure you guys know who we're referencing. But before we get to that, me and Dazzu always got to take care of, logistics and the proper thing before show. So, first and foremost, Happy New Year, everybody. Dazzu, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
How was your New Year?
My New Year was great. Yours?
Mine was great. Did you do anything special?
Nah, I just stayed in the house.
Me too.
Stayed out the way.
Look, it's the best way. I'm safe. I'm here. I'm cool. It was great.
You ain't go nowhere?
Nowhere. I was in the house.
Wow. What you was doing in the house?
Chilling.
Watching TV or?
Same thing you was doing.
How you know what I was doing?
I figured.
Okay, that's all?
That's it.
What time you go to sleep?
Late.
Wow, it's late this time?
Late. It was New Year. You gotta at least stay up till midnight. You gotta see the New Year at least.
Oh, so you stayed up till midnight and then you just went to sleep.
I did what you did after that.
I don't even remember what I did.
Okay, amnesia. That's fine. No worries.
Wow, what's up?
Right. All right, y'all. Y'all know Dazzu got the jokes. Anyway, so, we normally have Dazzu's Dilemma, which we will, as usual, have that. But before we get to Dazzu's Dilemma, I have this little, rant / itch inside of me. And it's matter of fact, let me just get straight to it. So, I love supporting, seeing other people growing, seeing other businesses grow. And I know that everyone sees Go With The Flo, what we're doing. Everyone's loving what we're doing. It's great. But I'm seeing a lot of biters. You know what biters are? Like people who trying to bite the Go With The Flo style. So this is what I mean. So it's not saying that, everyone can have a radio show and do whatever they want with their brand or whatever it is. But when you want to almost replicate the exact formula.
Wow.
Yeah,
you seen some people doing that?
Ooh, I got a perfect example. Ooh.
Wow.
So, loyalty is everything. When it comes to business, it's everything. And I stand so firm when it comes to loyalty, integrity, and just being honest. So, I had someone reach out to me for help. And, I'm always willing and available to help anybody. And they wanted to know where I get a lot of my graphics from for the show. And so, I'm here for everybody. I'm here to help everybody. So I forward the information. But some little twitch inside of me was like, after you forward this information, just holler at, the person and just be like, not the person who asked me, but the person who's actually going to do the flyer. And just be like, yo, I know that you have a business. I don't want to stop your business or stop what you're doing, but just make sure you don't give it the same flavor that I have on my show. Just try to nicely say that, but still do your thing. He was cool about it, whatever. Come to find out, the guy asked to have a flyer done, the exact same one that I have. Why?
Wow.
I mean, we can all use the same person. It doesn't matter. We can all, like I said, we can all be on radio. We can all be on the same network. We can all use the same people. But why would you want to replicate exactly what I do? And because of loyalty, he declined this business. And I have to respect him so much for that, because he could have did it and was like, you know what, I'm going to make something just like hers. But he was like, you know what? Nope, that's loyalty. That's family. We're not going to do a same flyer like hers. No, come with your own creative ideas. No one's, we're not telling you not to use him or not to do what you do. Do what you do. But you can't be trying to do what everybody else do, and then you don't got the same formula. Like, how you want the whole thing to match up and make make this. I don't know. Like, I don't get how it works.
So he wanted the same exact. Down to the T.
Down to the T. I mean, granted, it couldn't have been called Go With The Flo. It probably had to be called something else. But other than that, everything down to the T, and that's what he wanted. And I was just like, wow, homie. And you know, me as a nice person, I'm the one who opened up these doors. I allowed you to, hey, you need anything else? Let me know. Woo. You know, I'm open arms.
Wow.
But you try to come behind and do a little sneak tip. So now I got to keep my eyes open. I'm keeping my eyes open for everybody now. So everybody. All right, okay, Trump. Wow. Trump says, welcome to the business. All right, so that was my first taste. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. All right. So now I'm hip. I'm hip to what people do, and now I'm watching for all y'all. So all y'all who trying, I'm watching. I might not say too much. I had to get this one out off my chest though, because there's others, but I just use this one example. There's others. More than one? There's more than one, but this one example is the one that I really just wanted to really say, because it was really like, you know, bothering me. So
that means you're doing like a damn good job.
I think we're doing a goddamn good job. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I think we're doing a phenomenal job. But Trump said that's the game of the business. People try to steal stuff from Rip Radio. So what can you do? What can you do?
Man, it makes you feel good a little bit though.
It does. It does make you feel good, because you're like, okay, so you like it and you're inspired. Okay, cool.
And you're mad.
Turn them down. Turn down the business. That's loyalty for you, though.
That is loyalty. Wow.
So, anyway, that's my little rant. It's really your time, though. Dazzle's Dilemma.
I mean, I don't really have a Dazzle Dilemma, but I have something I have to present. So, last show, well, for the people that's just tuning in today for the first time, the last show we had was our Christmas special show, where we had our 2 Chainz, Santa Claus, ugly sweaters, and we had a good time. So, which I didn't see was after the show, we was here for about another 2 hours.
Literally.
Partying. Flo did the Instagram little Instagram live thing for the first time. She was stripping. She was dancing. If you missed her dancing, I mean, it was a classic move. So, Flo Essense and her beautiful mother gave the Go With The Flo staff and CEO Trump Christmas gifts. Now, I told Flo don't give me nothing, but everybody who knows Flo knows she don't listen to nobody. That's just fact, right? She don't listen to nobody. So she got me a nice Helly Hansen jacket, which was, you know, very nice, man.
Thank you.
Trump got something. Benita got something. I mean, Benny. I'm sorry. Zanetta got something. So I thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
Me being the man I am, I have to return the favor, right?
Oh man.
So, believe it or not, me and Flo don't hang out a lot. We don't really see each other all the time. So, from the last show till now, I've been trying to like figure out, what do you like, what's your size. I don't know, right? So I'm like, hey man, I gotta get her something. She got me something. So I really was about to get you this perfume, but I know women are kind of like, you know, y'all kind of like picky.
Yeah.
And the bottle was like $100.
Woo!
So I'm like, I'm not going to get that.
He was gonna spend that good money on me. Woo!
I wasn't trying to get that, and you know, your facial expression really says a lot. Like, you don't really have to say, I don't like that or what's that, because your face was there. And I don't want to be live on radio and then you giving me these looks like, what is that?
Right.
And I wasn't going to buy you no shoes, because you buy a woman shoes, she's going to walk out of your life.
Oh.
That's fact. To any man that's listening, every man that's listening, buy a woman some shoes, she's going to walk out of your life.
A woman, that's the same thing. Fact. Goes vice versa.
I don't know nothing about that. So what I did was I said, all right, let me start small, and then I'm going to, you know, try to figure out your style. So the first thing I got for you is something that I brought to the show a couple of times. And when you first saw her, your eyes lit up. I was like, wow, okay, she liked that. So here we go.
This man got a whole...
I'm not cheap, by the way.
Oh, yes, my goodness.
Yes. When she first saw this, I hopefully show it to the camera.
Okay, camera.
I had like 3 of those. Her and Benny like just took the whole thing out of my bag, right? So for y'all that can't see, it's the Welchers fruit snacks. And what's that? 80 count.
Y'all, I don't think y'all understand how I feel about this right now.
I feel cavities.
You did so well.
I got something else.
There's more?
There's more. So the second thing is, Flo has a automatic start on her car, which that tells you she has money. I don't have that. So that day when I started my car and it was cold, and I said, come sit in my car because, you know, let the car warm up.
Yeah.
And you was smelling something that smells good.
Yeah.
Right? So, the 60-day car scent.
These joints smell
now,
so
a lot of y'all
good.
be using those dollar air fresheners that go around your rearview mirror that last 2 days. I don't know why y'all buy those. These right here last 60 days.
This is the best thing ever.
She smelled it. She was like, what is that? I need that for my car. What is that? Right. You like it? Oh, I got one for your mom, too. I got you
Aww.
I got you one. Yes. I still have to get you something, too. I don't know what you're like, you know. I know you have plenty of Bibles. I'm not going to get you another Bible, so, you know. So the last thing, I want to hurry up because Dayne is over there waiting patiently. There's one more. So this one is, I know this is going to be, you might cry over this one.
No, stop it.
I know she's going to cry.
Stop it.
Now, for the people that's been watching the first 3 episodes, I used to pick with you about this, right? So I'm going to give it to you and I'm going to explain to everybody what it is. They're going to start laughing.
What is this?
I don't have a Kleenex.
Okay, come on, man. The anticipation is too much.
Yo, boom. Organic too. Organic too. Let me show the camera. Now, let me explain this real quick, right? Here you go. Oh, I'm sorry. Right, where we at?
There you go.
Organic. Okay, so these are baby carrots. So the first 3 episodes, I used to tease Flo because before we started this show, we had a few conversations at night. So we be talking and she'd be just smacking. I'm like, dog, what are you eating? And she, man, carrots, man, I love my carrots. So you know how some people, after a long day at work, they smoke weed, which is cool. They drink, which is cool. Flo, she eats carrots. That's her winding down time, the carrots. Now, the thing is, she don't have I never heard a TV on, a radio on, just smacking the carrots. So that's her meditation, baby carrots at night. So you got carrots, you got your 60, well, that's what? That's like 4 months of your car smelling good. And then you got 80 pouches of cavities that's coming your way.
Man.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Now, I still have to get you something because that ain't really nothing. But
no, but this is thoughtful. You really thought about this because you know, anybody who actually knows me, they know I love candy. Anybody who knows me knows I love gummies. Mm-hmm. They know Welch's is my brand. This is it right here.
There you go.
And then the air fresheners, anyone who knows me knows I have about 30 of these in my car.
30
not in these ones, but the
dollar
ones you told me
the
not
cheap
to get.
Throw them out. Yeah, throw them out.
They're going out.
Yeah, there you go.
So, and then anybody who knows me.
That's a 10-pound bag.
Knows that I love carrots.
That's a 10-pound bag, dog. Yeah.
Yo, this is by far amazing. I'm very grateful to you. Thank you so much for your thoughtfulness and all of these things. You know, guys, this is great. I'm so shocked.
Hey, I tried, man.
Thank you so much.
I was really brainstorming what to get you, man, and I came up with
I'm really happy. I'll be smiling all show. This is good. This is great.
Thank you.
All right. So yes,
we
do have to move forward. So before we move on, let's let you guys know really quickly what the question of the day is. Today's question of the day is, in today's society, at what age do you find it appropriate to talk to your children about sex? So this topic got a lot of hits. And for those of you who don't know, we're moving our question of the day to Facebook. So it's very interactive. It allows us to keep the conversation going past the day of the show. So please make sure you follow us on Facebook in order to join that conversation. So without further ado, we have a wonderful, wonderful heavy hitter in the building.
We on time too.
If you don't know who she is, I'm sorry. I really do. You're going to be blessed in about 2 seconds. But we have the serial entrepreneur Dayne in the building. Dayne in the building. So without further ado, we're gonna have Miss Dayne come on the mics real quick and bless you all. We are so grateful to have her in here. And
hey. Am I on? I'm on.
You on, yo.
Hey.
Hello. Yes. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, it was nothing.
Now, let me just tell y'all, Dayne is actually the first person who actually interviewed Go With The Flo. We went to support one of our artists that we had on the show, Mrs. Queen P, who also just had a birthday yesterday. So happy belated birthday to her.
Happy birthday, Queen.
Yeah.
Yes. And we went to support her, and we ran into DAYNE, and she was like,
And
you know
I had
what?
fun with you guys,
Yeah,
too.
and we had a great time.
Cool.
Yeah, she was like, interview time. We're like, okay. And we got it in real quick, and that was our first one. So that was, amazing. So thank you so much. Tell the world about you, what you do, Mrs. Serial Entrepreneur.
I do a lot. I mean, I guess just to sum it up, so I don't take up the whole hour. I am an entrepreneur first. I work for myself. I have a company called Capital Life. I do marketing and advertisement. I tell people the best way to describe me to a lot of people that don't know me is I connect dots. Like, I work with people, I work with investors, I put people together.
Okay.
For example, if you two don't know each other, you have something, he has the money. If I bring you to the table and you all do something together, whether I talk to you again, I'm going to get paid off of everything y'all do. Every time you get paid, I get a percentage of it. So that's a big portion of what I do too, with my company Capital Life. I do some acting. I do some producing. I do hosting, and I'm actually getting ready to start back kind of doing what you guys do. I'm partnering up with someone. This guy, his name is Stan Long. He was looking for a co-host to do Spotlight in the City. He was based in Atlanta. He's from here, but he was based in Atlanta. He's been back here for like 6 months, so he just signed me on board to be his co-host. So I'll be doing that. We'll be going to all the events and parties throughout the DMV, and then we'll be coming back and talking about it and interviewing people too. So
Nice.
it's a
So
lot.
I know you've been in like the DC area. You've done a lot of things in the city. So what are some of the things that you've had your hands on?
I would say hosting is a big thing, and my talk show, Dana's Lane. My talk show, actually, it's been 2 years now. It was supposed to air on the CW network. I shot a few episodes, interviewed some great people. I interviewed Chink Santana, who was on Love and Hip Hop New York at the time,
Hey.
Tim McAdams, who was Ludacris's body double stuntman in Fast and the Furious, Steve Francis, and a lot of other people who are entrepreneurs and up and coming throughout the U.S. because they weren't just from here. So getting with the wrong people, sometimes you get with people and they say they can do this and do that. So it put a halt to it. But I think it was God. God put a halt to it because it wasn't time. And I feel like everything that I have going on now is going to make it that much easier for me to do it. And this go around, I can be my own producer because I've made connections. I've built my own name and my own brand. So I think Dana's Lane, when it's time, it's going to be more on the platform that I want it to be on because I'll have more control over it. My hands will be in it more because I know more.
Right.
I've learned more, and I've learned a lot from my mistakes. A lot from my mistakes.
So you brought up something. You said basically someone else kind of halted. Well, you felt that they kind of halted your progress.
Yeah, I put my trust in too many people at first.
Okay.
And that's why I try to open up people's eyes to not jumping to everything that you hear. I guess, and this has been some years now, I guess I put a lot of trust in people saying they could do something without showing me they can do it.
Right.
And I got burned a lot. I got lied to a lot. I got used a lot. Because, not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm being real. I'm good at what I do. If I put my name on something, I'm going to put my all into it.
Right.
So I think a lot of people saw what they could get out of me. So they would tell me that they could do certain things for me and with me, but when it came down to it, they really couldn't do anything. It was more of them needing me than exactly when it came down to it. So I learned from my mistakes. So some people might say that I'm kind of cocky and arrogant now because the bottom line is if you're not walking what you talk, I'm not messing with you. I don't want to hear it. And I don't fake like I want to hear it anymore. In the past, I used to sit back and listen. Everybody wanted to have meetings. Now I'm to the point where if you don't have anything to bring to the table, if you're not ready, I'm not meeting.
Hello.
Meet with me when you're ready. And that's where I am now. And I got that way because I start surrounding myself with people who were who they said they were. They showed me that. I start surrounding myself with people that had more knowledge than I had. So I start learning from them. Before, I didn't have anybody to learn from. I was just out there I guess you can say, just like a crash dummy. I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't have any structure. I didn't have the knowledge that I needed to be the person that I wanted to be. So it took me going through all that stuff to be where I am now. Wow. And that's my team. Wow. My team.
Oh, we got a phone call? Okay.
Phone call, caller on the line. Who do we have?
This is Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
Hi, this is Ashley, a.k.a. Stacey Wu. I was just calling in because me and my friend were listening to the show. I'm celebrating my birthday, but I just wanted to call in and say you guys are doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
Ashley.
Happy birthday.
You're welcome. And I cannot wait to come back and have fun on the show again.
Aww.
Keep up the good work, you all.
Thank you,
Thank
Ashley.
you so much.
You're welcome. And can't wait to see you in April for the showcase. I'm excited.
Oh, wow. You already know. Okay.
Yes,
you already know. Capricorn?
Yes.
Capricorn's nosy, ain't y'all?
Yeah.
She said, yeah.
Well, have a great show.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you for calling.
You're welcome. Have a great night.
Thank you too. Bye.
Wow, that's good. That's crazy. So, so how do you handle doing business with men that at the same time, like,
I love
try
it,
to flirt with you?
They don't really.
Oh, they don't. Oh, they already know.
They don't. I mean, no, really, they don't, because I think people that know me, and if you know somebody that knows me, you know that I don't play games. When it comes to business, I'm about my business, and I have a boyfriend. So I mean, there's nothing like you can't do anything for me that's not already being done.
Right.
Nothing. So
I hope y'all do.
I hope he listening. Are you listening?
I hope the dude's listening. He's like, yeah, baby, tell him. Yeah, tell him.
Now I be serious.
Yeah, the guys I work with, and most of my business partners are men. The guys I work with are so cool, and it's so funny because they always say, you like one of the fellas. To look at me, you wouldn't think that, but to know me, you would understand why they say that. Like, it's nothing but respect. I love the guys that I work with.
That's good.
And I love it. I really do.
So have you ever had an incident where, this business, people hate a lot? So have you ever had like a close friend or relative that hated on you? You ain't got to say who it was, but hated on you. But even to this day, when you think about it, it's like, I can't believe that.
A close friend or relative
that hated on you. They just didn't want you. They just didn't want to see you shine.
I would say yes, because I'm intelligent, and I'm going to tell you why I said that. Sometimes it's what you don't say that says a lot. It's sometimes how you say things jokingly, but I know you're serious, so I would say yes, because I had a friend who would say stuff sarcastically, but like, you're joking, but I didn't think you were joking. You were serious. You tried to make it in the form of a joke.
Right.
And when other people were happy for me, you didn't congratulate me. So, I mean, it shows. People show it. They might try to hide it, but it comes out. And I always tell people, if somebody's jealous or envious of you, it will come out. Just give it time. You'll see it. And a lot of times it's what they don't say. And even with this person, they would compliment and speak highly of other people who clearly weren't doing half as much as I was doing, but wouldn't give me the acknowledgement. But that really didn't bother me. I don't care, because nobody can stop me. Hate doesn't stop me. That motivates me.
Exactly.
And I'm pretty sure, we all have haters. When you're doing great, people are going to talk trash. People are going to hate. That doesn't bother me one bit, because they don't matter to me. They're not in my world. Who cares what you think? Who cares what you say? Yeah. You're not helping me get money. You're not on my team. Talk on, hate on. You're not stopping me. And they can see that. So I just smile and keep it cute and keep doing me.
So where the name Dayne come from? Where that come from?
When I got on Facebook, I was like, okay, do I want to use my real name or Dayne? And I just came up with Dayne. And
you came up with it. It wasn't like
I came up with it, and I had to actually change the spelling of it because of the rapper Dayne. Yeah, I had to change the spelling of it. Really, I had to change it because a friend of mine came to me who was a friend of Dayne, the rapper, and was like, oh, Dayne was asking, who is the girl Dayne in DC? I swear on my father's ashes in the basement. That's why I had to legally change it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, legally. And to change the spelling. It was DANE all that time, but I had to change it to DAYNE.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So you talked about getting burnt a lot. How did you, I guess, keep moving from that? Or, if somebody kind of did you dirty, what was your motivation to keep going? Because I feel like, what you're talking about right now is something that hits home for me, and I'm seeing it a lot of it, especially we just won Best New Show, so we've only been in this for like 6 months. So you see a lot of things going on. You see a lot of people changing, a lot of different, envious people or this and that. And granted, I think we do a good job of ignoring and laughing at it, but it's just like, what keeps you moving though? Like,
let me say, it has to be in you.
Right.
It's in me. The way I was raised, like, I'm really not fazed by suckers, haters. They don't faze me. Like, they really don't. They don't faze me. That's the best way to say it. And a lot of people are fazed by that.
Right.
And a lot of people, it bothers them. It'll halt them. It'll make them second guess themselves. It's not a man or woman on the planet that can make me second guess myself. Right. There's not a man or woman on the planet except for my mama that I really care about what they think about me. And I guess it's just the best way to say it is I was built for this. Everybody's not built for it. I'm built for it. Because my focus is on growing. My focus is on grinding. My focus is on paying attention and giving acknowledgement and growing with the people that are for me. If you're not for me, I could care less about you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm unfazed by it.
Right.
That's the only way I could get through it. Because, I mean, I hear stuff all the time. People talk like this one person I ran into her at the club. And we just start talking, and she was like, yeah, because, so-and-so said that you do too much and blah, blah. I'm going to keep doing too much because guess what? I'm not paying a publisher. I'm not paying a PR company. I'm not paying a manager. I'm doing all that myself. So if I'm doing too much, delete me on Facebook because I'm not going to slow down. All I had was me for the longest time. I was my own team. To get me where I am right now for years, I was my own team. So I had to do too much. You know what I mean? So I don't care. I've heard all types of stuff. It doesn't faze me because the same people talking to the same people watching me grow, and they haven't seen anything yet. I'm about to shock this city with what's cooking for me in 2017.
I'm excited.
I'm going to shock.
I'm excited for you.
We're going to sit back and laugh, and y'all going to say, she said it on my show. It's something that's happening for me in 2017 that I only dreamed about. I dreamt about it. I watched other people do it, and I can't believe it's getting ready to happen for me, but it's huge, and I wish I could talk about it. But
I wish you could talk. What is it?
I'll come back and talk about it. Just let me say this. Let me tell you how serious it is. When I got the call, I was told, "Get your body right. No more." I stopped drinking. I used to drink, take my shots. After I got that phone call, I cut drinking off. It's been 2 weeks. I have not had a drink. I've been working out, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, working out with LaSonia, my girl, working out with LaSonia every morning, 5:15, 5:30. I have to get my body in shape. It's like playtime is over. I have to get right.
Wow.
My body, mind, and soul. So, yeah. I'm working. Like, I feel like I've been hustling and grinding all this time to get to where I am. I wish I would think about letting somebody stop me now. It's like, I made a post today on Facebook. I said, I finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. Because I've been trying to get down that tunnel for years and been getting knocked down, getting up. And it's like, now I see the light. But the only difference, I'll tell you how God works. I see the light. But before, when you talk to somebody about a light at the end of the tunnel, you see one light. You look down the tunnel, you see a light. God is blessing me. I see a light down there, down there, and it's all at the same time. I've been praying for God to, when am I going to finally get my break? I've been hustling and trying for so many years. And it's like now he's giving me everything I've been working for at the same time.
Wow.
So I'm just blessed, appreciative, humble, thankful for my team. Darlene Brown, Gil Nelson, Benita Parker, people that I'm working with, my mom, my boyfriend Brian, my best friend Malika, like they've been my backbone. And Carlos Wells, these are people that I'm just naming right now that I'm working with. Oh, I cannot forget Vikai, Antoine Jones, Tier Entertainment based out of Atlanta. Like we have a lot going on, and I'm only able to do what I'm doing now because of my team. It's not about me, it's about all of us because we all need each other. So I'm just blessed that God put the right people in my presence to make it finally happen.
Wow.
So what kind of advice would you give to a woman that, like you said, you start seeing the light down the tunnel, right? So there's some women that's trying to do what you do, but they just don't see the light at no tunnel. They just feel like the trials and tribulations is too much for them. Like they want to give up. So you haven't gave up. So what type of advice would you give them to keep going?
If you are passionate about it, if you see yourself doing it, don't give up. It doesn't matter what people say, man. People will laugh at you. People will say, oh, she's still trying. Here she goes again. Ignore that. If you know you have what it takes, keep doing it. As long as you have breath in your lungs, you have time to do it. It doesn't matter how old you are. I'll be 44 in June.
Wow.
Most people, when you think, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Most people think, oh, you're getting old. No, I feel like my best years are still in the works. Like they're coming. I don't even feel like I really lived yet. I feel like I'm getting ready to live. So don't look at your age or anything and think I'm too old. If you want to do it, go for it. Don't listen to anybody. Don't be afraid to jump out on a limb on your own or by yourself.
How important is passion, do you think?
It's everything. If you're not passionate about it, you'll really let it go.
Yeah.
And I think it's a lot of people here in the DMV who, I'm not going to say I think I know. There are a lot of people that want to be in the limelight. They just want to say they're doing something. Oh, yeah, I'm doing this. Oh, my girl, or we doing this. But they really aren't doing it. They're really not passionate. They're passionate about talking about it.
Yeah.
But that's not, that's different from being really passionate about being successful about it.
Right.
You really have to put in the work.
Right.
So you have to be dedicated, and you have to really want it and be hungry. That's the best way to explain it.
Like, I feel like social media is really killing a lot of people's dreams, because if you look at it, like before, they used to say money is the root of all evil, but now it's attention.
Yeah.
So when people feel like they're not getting as many likes as the other person, that likes it messes with them. So they stop, like, you know, it kills their drive.
And that's a mistake. Likes, you just said it. Some people live for likes.
Yeah.
Let me say, I don't get a lot of likes. I don't care, because in the real world, likes will not get you a job unless you want to be one of those girls. That's, what are they called? IG models, and unless you want to do that, then okay, maybe.
But they at least get paid for it.
Right. That's just like likes. That's Facebook. That's Instagram. In the real world, you have to show and prove. So I could care less about likes. I mean, if I get them, cool. I don't put my stuff up for likes. I put it up because that's how I work. I work through social media. But likes don't get you anywhere in real life. Nowhere. And they not getting likes, that's not going to stop you from growing, as you can see.
Right. I'm big on that too. Social media, I feel like, is the root of all evil, for real. Granted, yes, we needed to, you know, push our businesses, but at the same time, like you said, those likes really get to people's head. I had someone call me to tell me one time she was really frustrated with her life. She had seen a lot of pictures that people were posting, like at the beach, on this vacation. She's a lot younger than the girls that she was seeing do that, and so she was frustrated with herself, like, why is it that all these young girls can go on this vacation and do this, and how come I can't? I'm like, well, you don't know what they're going through, because they choose what they let you see. They're choosing to show you only the happy and smiley and great moments. But when they're having their hard times and they're going through their things, they're not posting that. They're going through that by themselves. But I can't name one individual in my life that just gets to go on vacation and they have no kind of like trial or tribulation going on. They have nothing. No, I don't know one person that's going through
Everybody
that.
has stuff going on in their lives.
Right.
You're absolutely right. We post what we want people to see, and we don't post what we don't want them to see.
Yeah.
That's
a lot of them females, they got a dude paying for that. They got a sponsor.
Why gotta be females?
I'm just saying, you just saying a lot of young girls going on vacations. It's a sponsor paying for that.
Yeah.
They're not gonna post a dude paying for it.
Oh, well, some of us old women go on vacation and we have a sponsor, aka boyfriend. So it's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong
Look,
with
I hope this man is listening. Look.
I'm saying shout them out, though. You shouting them out, but a lot of females don't be shouting out the sponsor. They just be acting like they getting money, and it's really your dude paying for it.
Oh, my goodness. Facebook will let you just fake. I mean, you could be the biggest boss on the planet on Facebook, but if you're not doing it in the real world, then I mean, you're really just fooling yourself, because people that know you're really not balling like that.
Right.
And then you talk about it, but then you don't see it. You see everything else, but you don't see. Come on, like Facebook is just. If Facebook wasn't around, I swear some people probably would commit suicide because they wouldn't get any attention.
Honestly,
that's fact.
Honestly,
because they really aren't doing anything in the real world outside of Facebook, so they would die.
So how long have you been in this industry?
I would say just about, seriously, say about 4 years.
4 years.
Seriously.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then
seriously.
What do you mean by seriously?
Before I was just a party girl. So that's how it started. Just partying and hanging out since back in the day. Yeah. And just throwing parties here and there, and years and years. It started very young. I was.
Oh, so you got stories.
Well, you see her, she started
we need to hear one of them stories. I need to hear a story, because I need to hear a back in the day story.
No, it started when I was young. I can say it now. I mean, it was a past. Everybody had a past.
Yeah, your boyfriend be all right.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
Oh, he know about it?
Yeah, he knows. My mother knows. Like, my family knows. Yeah.
Wow.
I used to run an escort business.
Oh.
Years ago. Yeah, so I guess you can say I've always had that boss mentality.
So y'all two are good together.
No, for real. I mean, I know she's talking to the world right now, but I feel like I'm getting lessons right now. I don't know about everybody else, but I feel like this is for me personally. But talking about the escort services
years ago.
So
I'm an open book. Like my mom didn't like it. I told her I don't hide anything.
Yeah,
that was years ago.
I think it's a good thing. I mean, there's things that I had to tell my mom. She probably isn't the happiest about it, but it feels good when you're free to get that off your chest.
My parents
they don't judge you.
They were so cool. Oh, she judged me. She was like, "Why are you doing that?" I'm the only girl, right? She was like, "You couldn't think of another way to run a business?" She was like, "I expect my sons to do that," but my point to saying that is my mentality. I always wanted to run my own show.
Right.
Granted, that wasn't the right thing to do, but I was younger and I made good money. But I always wanted to run my own show, so. It's just in me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was feeling from it.
Borderline pimp. I mean, it's cool.
I kind of think like Mama D.
That was in the mid '90s. That was in the mid '90s, early '90s, mid '90s.
Pimp in the mid '90s.
Yeah.
I mean,
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So how many like?
You had cane?
No, I didn't have a cane. You are crazy.
Women cane.
What kind of cane you wanted her to have?
No, I'm talking about back then. She might have had a woman cane.
No.
So did you have a huge team or?
I had 8 girls all together.
Oh, so they would just go out on? Because I don't really.
There was a lot of parties. It was more parties.
So what did they do? Go to the parties and
dance, have fun,
and then go home with the guy?
And it was like parties were at the Georgetown Suites.
Oh,
I had my best friend Malika. Shout out to Malika. Always been right by my side.
She the road dog.
Malika was the bartender. Her boyfriend at the time was at the door. Yeah.
Oh, y'all had it live.
So,
they had it live.
Georgetown too.
Hold on, they had it live.
They was caking.
Georgetown Suites. Wow. Malika's been my right hand chick through the good and the bad. You know what I mean?
So she got the real stories.
Yeah.
Is it still called Georgetown Suites?
Yeah, it is.
Oh wow.
I might have contact Malika.
For what?
I got to hear them stories off air, man. You know.
I can't.
People always have stories, but you have a lot of people that aren't like me. They want to portray this image like they're so perfect. They never do anything wrong. They always do everything right. That's just not me. It's like me for who I am. If you don't, I don't care. Everybody has a past, and I'm not ashamed of mine.
Absolutely. So before we wrap up your interview, what is one thing you can tell someone who is aspiring to do everything you're doing pretty much? I mean, serial entrepreneur, I think it's a great term. You do so much, but what would you tell a young man or woman who wants to, step foot in this field?
I would say think about it long and hard, because I jumped out there on a limb. I was working at Howard University for the president of Howard at the time, President Swigert. I was his correspondent assistant. I got into it with my supervisor, and I thought about it. I said, if I walk out this door, I don't want to work for another person again in life. But I had my family to back me. So and I don't have kids. So I was able to say, you know what? I'm getting ready to put my all into me. I never wanted to work for anybody. Right. So when that happened, I walked out and I never looked back, and I haven't worked for anybody since then.
Wow.
And that's been a very long time now. But I would not tell people to do that unless you have the support of a husband or family member or family members to tell you, I got your back while you try to get your stuff together. Right. Basically, that's what it was. Right. My family said, okay, we know you aren't meant to sit at a desk.
Right.
So they had my back, but I would just tell them, if that's what they truly want to do, go for it, but be smart about it.
Yeah.
Because it's not meant for everybody, and everybody won't succeed.
Right.
So just be wise about it. Or just, if you have a regular job, work your job, but put time aside to work on your own self, to work on your own project, work on being an entrepreneur. But just don't jump out on a limb thinking that your story is going to be great. Some stories ain't great, some story don't. Just prepare for it.
Yeah. That's real.
Prepare.
That's real.
Be smart.
So how can people follow you and keep up with all this exciting things that you're doing in 2017 that you can't spill?
I'm going to come back. As soon as I can spill it, I'm going to come back on the show. And it'll probably be like next month.
Okay.
You can reach me on Facebook, Dayne, DAYNE, and Dana's Lane on Facebook. And you can also reach me on IG at I think it's only one Dana Dame.
Yeah.
Only one. I don't even know my own stuff. Only one Dana Dame. Yeah, and I'm going to get more in tune with my Dana's Lane page. I used to, but I put a lot of my events on there. I use that for just my events.
Now, I want to tell everybody, don't take it personal if you try to add her on Facebook and it doesn't
do
work. She's her at her max. Okay, you can't add her.
I deleted somebody today, so I'm at 4,999. I can.
Hey, somebody better get in.
I can add somebody.
You might want to get it in real quick.
I've been trying to get in for like a month, and it's just like, nope, not today. Every day, nope, not today, not today. I'm like, man, Facebook.
Yeah, I just deleted somebody. Send it, and I'm gonna accept it.
Yeah, get that in real quick. So,
you guys are great.
Thank you so much.
And I promise I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back.
Yeah, come back.
I'm gonna come back to you all as soon as I sign the papers and I can talk. I'm gonna come back.
Okay.
I'm definitely talking to you about that and them pimp stories. So
you are so stupid.
Let's get into this question of the day, man.
Right. So today's question is, in today's society, at what age do you think it is appropriate to talk to your children about sex? Now, I'm going to ask you the question first. I know you don't have kids, neither do I, but
I have 9 nieces and nephews who are my kids.
There we go. So how do you feel about that?
How old?
Yeah, what age do you think is appropriate? Or is there an appropriate age?
I think if I had to just guess, if it was up to me to talk to my nieces and nephews, I think I would, for the boys, I might start talking to them around maybe 10 or 11. Okay. 10 or 11 for the boys. And for the girls, and I guess I'm speaking for my family because I know how they are, I would say probably around maybe 13. About 13. Just to talk about it. 13 or 14.
Wow.
For the girls.
Dazzu, how you feel?
I'll let you go. I'll go last.
Really?
Yeah.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Yeah, ladies first. I'm a gentleman.
Okay. I feel like I would talk to my child about this really early. I think that I would probably talk about it like 7, 8, maybe 9. One of the reasons why I feel like this is I was actually getting my hair done yesterday, and
shout out Naya, the loctician,
and I went to her house, and her kids are, I believe, her son is like 9 and her daughter is like 13 or something like that, and they were singing this new song, the dances that they do, the something. I don't know any of the lyrics, but I found out yesterday. They talk about head in the car, the wet, this, that.
They were saying it?
Yes. And I'm like, the whole time I'm like, what's going on right now? And mind you, I don't know these lyrics because I just hear the beat and I know everyone likes it. But these kids in front of me are saying these things about this and that and this place and that. I'm like, what? Wait, what? So for me, I feel like because of music, because of TV, but because of the internet, that conversation needs to happen a lot earlier because the access to these things it's too much. Like, kids will know about sex by like 7, 8 years old. Like,
well, if they're 7 or 8 years, this is my opinion. If they're 7 or 8 years old, the parents shouldn't be letting them listen to music like that. They shouldn't be able to get on the computer and just look at whatever they want.
Yeah.
So at 7 or 8 years old, I think it's the parents' responsibility to shield them from certain things because they are young enough to still be doing that. That's just my opinion on that.
No, that's good. But what about this though? So a kid goes to school, and let's say the other parent is not shielding their children from that, but you are as a parent. And now we're at recess and we're talking like, hey, dude, my mom, I saw him the other day when my dad left. I flipped the station and I saw this. Now we're sharing stories to a child who is protected by their parent, and from a child that's not. Like, how do you combat something like that?
Yeah, I guess you couldn't protect them at that point.
Yeah.
That's the school.
Yeah.
Once they go to school.
That's the thing. I'm afraid. I think I want to homeschool. Like, I'm really afraid for a lot of things.
Even private schools, they off the chain.
Even private school, yeah, you're right.
They probably worse.
They are.
Off the hook, even worse.
They are. How do you feel about this? Because you have a 13-year-old.
Yeah, man. Trump, what you got, girl? See,
13-year-old.
so you probably feel me. So for me, it's a touchy subject because a man gonna always look at their daughter as daddy's little girl.
Right.
So I'm be real. We haven't had that talk yet. Now I know her mom had some talks with her. Only thing I told her was like, I was like, man, boys are dirty, which they are. Like, a lot of times they get up in the morning, they just probably wash their face.
Who raised those boys?
I mean, it's a lot of little youngins, man. They be looking rough.
Yeah, they do.
I told her, like, man, they dirty. Like, concentrate on your schoolwork. You don't need to worry about boys right now. But at the same time, you go to school. The other little girls, they talking about whatever. The majority of the music is on the radio. It's talking like I couldn't believe they was actually playing the Rihanna "Sex With Me" song on the radio. On the radio, they ain't even like edit it. Like "Sex With Me" is amazing. So now you probably got 3-year-olds in the backseat. Sex with me,
yeah.
Like come on, man. Like it's bad. So what you gonna do?
Yeah,
like that's just regular radio.
But you know what? It's kind of interesting how you said that. Like you as a father, you haven't had a conversation. I would say my dad, he didn't have that conversation with me either.
It's hard. It's hard for a father to do that, man. 17, 18, he never had that conversation. The only thing my dad ever said was, you can have your boyfriend when you're 30 years old, and anything less than that, I'll break your neck. That was that was pretty much my rule book. That was it. But that doesn't mean that I still wasn't curious. I still went to school. I still saw the guys. I was a pretty girl, so they still were talking to me. But I didn't know how to, like, tell them, like, you know, get away or this and that, because my dad didn't tell me, like, when somebody coming to you, you need to do this and do that. So I feel like as fathers, especially as a girl, we love our fathers. Our fathers are our world. Just like you guys feel about the daughters feel the same way about their fathers. We look to you guys to tell us those things. And now, like me, I'm 25 years old. I'm like, dang, I wish my dad could have told me X, Y, Z, because I probably wouldn't have been with half these.
Where's your mom, if you don't mind me asking?
My mom is right behind you.
Okay, your mom didn't talk to you?
I will say she didn't either. And I will say that's kind of a cultural thing. I will say because I'm African, so in our culture we don't talk about sex at all. At all in the house. So it's just don't do it. Taboo. Right. Don't do it. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. But that's not really enough, because what's going to happen is we're all going to do it, but we just don't know the right way or maybe why we shouldn't. They just tell us don't do it, but we never know why. It's like, why not? I mean,
you know what? The reality of it is that your parents can tell you everything. Once we go out that door and our parents aren't there, we're going to end up doing what we want to do anyway.
That's true. That's true.
And it's so funny that you said Catholic school, because I went to Catholic school, kindergarten through 6th grade. And believe it or not, it was girls in the 6th grade having sex. When I was in Catholic school. So I mean, a lot of times your parents can be great parents and they can do everything that they think they're doing right, but once the kids go out the door, like, it's like you just don't know what your child is going to do.
Yeah. I mean, one thing about my daughter's mother is she's strict. She's on her, like,
that's
I'm
a
thankful
blessing.
for that, because a lot of dudes, they got like, they got thought baby mothers. For real. They kids be out 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night on a school night. They kids is walking around. Man, my daughter come home from school. She's in the house doing her homework. She's in the house until she got to go to school the next day. There's no standing outside playing, none of that. So, and I think my daughter kind of know, because, like, don't nobody know, but she just had her first cycle. Right? Like,
it's like you trying to get
it
out.
Now, look, no, she don't know that I know, though, because her mother called me like, oh, you know, Destiny just came on, like, I'm about to go pick her up from school. Oh, so I was like, oh yeah. So she was like, don't tell her I told you. So she told her mom to don't tell, like, she don't want me to know.
Oh,
so
that's cute.
I'm gonna have to know, though, because when I get her, she gonna start saying, I don't know, was it tampons, whatever? I don't know what y'all use,
maxi pads, whatever.
Yeah. So once I see that, I'm be like, what's going on?
You better not buy that girl no tampons. She needs maxi pads, daddy. Okay.
I mean, if she tell me like that, I need to go to the store and get, you know, then I'd be like, oh yeah. And she was like, she don't want nobody to tell me.
Wow.
So that's cute.
Yeah.
Now if she would have been bold, like, yeah, Dad, I just came on, I'd have been like, let me talk to you real quick. You ain't gonna be just telling me you just came on like you happy about it. Nah, let's have a talk. So she haven't told me, so.
That is cute. It's very precious. Very precious. Okay. So we have like 65 comments on this topic. I really, there's no way that we're probably going to be able to get through all of these. There are very long ones, so unfortunately I'm not going to be reading the long ones this time. I normally do.
Yeah, somebody left a novel on there though.
Man, it's a couple novels on here.
I was like, somebody was typing. They ain't do no work at work.
Oh, y'all put that on earlier today?
Yeah, last night. But it's still been getting hits all the way up until like right now. So basically, a lot of people have a lot of mixed feelings. I would say a lot of people said that it's good to talk to your child at 9. I'm seeing a lot of 9, 10, 11. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that it depends on the child and knowing the nature of your child and how your child is, your child's curiosity level, pretty much. The questions that they're asking. Someone said in today's society, yeah, it definitely has to be earlier. Somebody said 5 years old. Somebody said 12 unless something or someone else sparks their curiosity.
Somebody said 5.
Yeah. That's too young, right?
They must have caught their child doing something.
Nah, 5. I mean, I don't know. You can say
that's kindergarten.
Stuff.
I mean, to teach them about that, they shouldn't even be thinking about that at 5 years old. 5, that's kindergarten.
I mean, if they in like a rough neighborhood and they going to a rough neighborhood school, 5 is like good.
I mean, I done heard some story about kids in the bathroom in school.
That's what I'm saying.
It's kind of wild.
They're in a rough neighborhood. 5 is good.
To teach your child about
I don't know, maybe not
sex at 5 years
saying
old.
Like,
Southeast,
this no good, that one good. Like maybe it was a way that we can, maybe not really telling them like, okay, now when you put this in this is what happens.
Okay, see, that's what I was thinking you were talking about.
Probably not break it down because they can't.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say they shouldn't even know about that.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right.
No, I get your point though.
5 is good though.
He keeps saying 5 is good though.
No, I'm telling you, I'm telling you.
Now, I did have somebody bring up something, and they said that what is the difference between like men and women? I mean, not men and women, but I guess young girls and young boys as far as telling them about sex. Like, should young girls be talked about it like sooner than young men, or should they be both introduced to this at the same exact age?
I think men. Well, I can't even say these days. I was gonna say I think men probably have sex earlier than girls. I mean, boys earlier than girls. That's just my assumption. But these days, I don't know. It might be neck and neck now. I don't know.
You gotta go to Southeast.
He keeps saying Southeast. He said Southeast about 20 times.
It's real over there. Man. It's real over there, man.
It is real. I think that I think when it comes to boys and girls, though, I think both of them need to be told at the same time, but the girl, especially if she hits her menstrual cycle, because at the end of the day, the girl is going to be the one who is dealing with the physicalness of it. She's the one who's going to show it. She's going to want to push it out, all that good stuff. So, yeah.
We got a phone call. What's up?
We got a phone call.
Phone caller, what's going on?
On the line.
Hey everyone, it's Zanetta. Since Dazzu keeps speaking of Southeast, I guess I'll call.
Hey Zanetta, let him know about Southeast real quick.
Man, you know I ain't lying, Joe.
What did you say?
You know I'm not lying about Southeast.
Whatever, Dazzu. But I was just calling to say that I like the value of the message of the show today. Welcome back. This year, 2017, is going to be great. Yeah. Dayne, your message was phenomenal. We appreciate you and keep going.
Thank you so much.
And that whole stop drinking is for your dreams. So keep going. Thank
you so much.
Thank you, Z.
For the kind words.
You're welcome. So I had to call, but representing Southeast and Go With The Flo. So y'all enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, man. Thank you, Zanetta, man. Thank you.
You got another Southeast in the building, too, right there. Courtney.
Yeah. Oh, Courtney.
But Courtney lives on
she on the white people's side of Southeast.
Yeah, she lives on the good side of Southeast.
So, all right, my last question is, what's a good age to start pimping?
What?
Oh,
I'm playing. I'm playing. So go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you at again.
You play too much. You better not say 5. Dayne Dayne, DAYNE on Facebook. Dana's Lane on Facebook. And Only One Dana. Is that right, y'all? What's my IG? I did it again. Only One Dayne Dayne.
I think this is
Only One Dayne Dayne. The number 1.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, Only One Dana.
Yeah, only the number. No, only Dayne Dayne.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right,
only
so
Dayne Dayne. Okay, that's it. I'm sorry, guys.
One too.
I thought it was too.
Okay.
I got 1 minute left.
Okay, so we got a minute left, y'all. Time to wrap it up. Thank you all for tuning into tonight's show. It was very special to us because, of course, this is the winter season premiere, and then of
Thanks
course,
for having me.
Yes,
I'll be back.
Yes.
I'll be back, and we can really talk about some good stuff when I come back.
Okay, we can't wait.
I'll be able to let it out.
Yes.
You gotta bring some of your old escorts too, so we can.
Don't bring.
Oh, you said it. You said it. Oh, they're old now.
Oh no, we don't need them up here.
So as always, to follow us on every single social media, that is Go With The Flo _RN. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, definitely shoot us an email at gowiththeflow.rn@gmail.com. I'm not gonna lie, we almost booked for the season already, guys. We had opened up the bookings. In 2 days, we were booked for the season. We have a couple spots left over, so please, if you want to be on the show, email. No DMs, no text, email. Other than that, we will see you all next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Bye.